Iran News Now. Masoud Pezeshkian is Iran's likely next president. Why? Euronews' Babak Kamir says that Pezeshkian, a reformist, must be free to fulfill his pledges without intervention from the IRGC and other radical hardliners inside and outside parliament. Whatever the cause of Ebrahim Raisi's death, the 13th government's inability to solve endless economic issues and address the nuclear issue with the West, especially with Trump's likely return to the White House, has left Ali Khamenei, Iran's leader, in need of a new soldier. Iranian society is like a cinder under ashes, one spark can ignite it. The government's impending fuel price hike might spark the turmoil. Given present international ties, the Islamic Republic may not be able to handle such a situation again. Iran has engaged Netanyahu's Israel in direct military conflict for the first time in decades. European powers have increased pressure on Iran to explain uranium traces found at undeclared locations and to improve IAEA cooperation. The less stringent Biden administration is unlikely to last long, and Vladimir Putin's Russia may have to make peace with Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky, signaling the end of its apparent support for the Islamic Republic based on Russian national interests. While ultra-conservative Saeed Jalalai's presidency may appeal to the Russians and keep Tehran away from the West, Masoud Pezeshkian, who differed from his second-round opponent, can act as a safety valve for the regime in times of danger. By easing the hijab and giving youngsters some social liberties, Pezeshkian, a reformist, can prevent anger from developing into hatred. Problem: 37 million voters absent. Critics say his Guardian Council approval, a powerful 12-member decision-making body, was not a coincidence and that his presidency may be an attempt by the regime's core to prevent a collapse. Proponents of regime change see him as an exit and call for a boycott. Pezeshkian, a reformist minister under Mohammad Khatami, defeated Jalalai to enter the second round with approximately 10.5 million votes on a day with less than 40% voter turnout. Reformists and moderates from Hassan Rouhani's cabinet are trying to convince some of the 60% who boycotted the elections to elect Pezeshkian. Their capacity to persuade boycotters for the second round against the most extreme candidate is doubtful. The absence of 37 million eligible voters on a day when the Islamic Republic leader said each vote is a vote for the Islamic Republic conveyed a strong message. Untie Pezeshkian's hands? If Ayatollah Khamenei considers Pezeshkian to be his political successor and his family's, he must give him both the lock and the key this time. The IRGC and other radical hardliners inside and outside parliament must not interfere with Pezeshkian's commitments. De-escalation, especially with the US and European countries, avoiding over-reliance on Russia and China, portraying a more moderate Iran, and extending the economy to global investment can benefit the Iranian people and maintain the regime. Jalalai's Western antipathy and antagonism to international accords like the FATF make him unable to run the country. During his election campaign, Pezeshkian stated that Khamenei establishes general policies, including foreign policy, and that if he wins, he will follow them. How they carry out the leader's directives differs greatly between the candidates. For one, normalization and lifting the sanctions will not work as well as neutralizing the sanctions. What happens to local and international sanction architects and corruption beneficiaries, and if Pezeshkian can change his practice is unknown. The Iranian leader has practically advocated for excluding dependent on America cabinet members in his talks. Javad Zarif, a controversial former foreign minister, may be present during Pezeshkian's cabinet confidence vote. We must wait till Friday. Last-minute turnarounds are common in Iran's intricate politics. Indeed, every Iranian political impossible is possible.